Here we are, guys. This is the first new Silent Hill game, basically since I've been a fan. Because Short Message was shitty, and not really even a game. It's more of an interactive experience or something, I don't know. And Silent Hill 2 was a remake. And then they had that weird, like, phone game thing where you get to vote on events. So yeah, this is the first actual Silent Hill game to come out while I knew what the franchise was. But yeah, I have played every Silent Hill game up to this point, except for Book of Memories, because Book of Memories, fuck that shit, and I'm not buying a Vita just for Book of Memories. But yeah, here we are. I'm gonna press the any button now. I received the Omamori Peony and an item pack and the white Sailor School outfit. Balance puzzles looking for a traditional Silent Hill experience, or Lost in the Fog is... I guess I'm gonna go with hard. The traditional Silent Hill difficulty. I guess we're gonna go with hard on both. And I don't really care. I guess we're gonna go with white. Just cause I can, cause it's the pre-order thing. You're just gonna have to watch the subtitles here. Yeah, well, they're all bitches. Like 2 minutes in and we get our first One-chan. I'm looking at the weed. Thinking about when we were kids and we used to smoke it. In all the stuff coming up to this, it's felt like a Fatal Frame game rather than a Silent Hill game. Remember, a Torii Gate is supposed to represent it's supposed to represent the passage between the material world and the spirit world. So going through a Torii Gate is very symbolic. I wonder how this is going to connect to Silent Hill proper. Or if it's just going to be the same vein, the same sort of feel. And they're probably going to go for the psychological stuff that that Silent Hill 2 popularized. Because really every attempt since Silent Hill 4 to revitalize the franchise has kind of done that. Silent Hill 5, Homecoming, not so much, but Downpour, which is Silent Hill 6, and Short Message would be good examples of that. Though Downpour has some really shitty designs.
親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
中高あんなにも高校娘なのにどうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。
Oh no, she is rejected. You see how she is rejected in the picture?
どこ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞひなこ。
お父さん、ひなこだって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。
We might actually need to change the subtitles if there's some accessibility stuff. Maybe give it a bit of a background, because look at that, you can't even see it there. And since it's in a different language, the subtitles are very important. Alright, let's go check it. Options. Graphics. No, the preset should be performance. Language. Subtitle size, subtitle font. Interesting. We're gonna do translucent, and we'll see how that looks. Head down the mountain. My journal, it has been updated. Shimizu Hinako. Me. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me, except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid, since I preferred playing with boys. I will admit, I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once I've rebelled and made the wrong decision, only to regret it later. Shimizu Kime. Kime? I don't know. My mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I do hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just will not accept her way of life. Shimizu Kanta. My father. When I first learned of the term patriarchal husband, and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning. But if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws things around, and even hits us. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else only get to see his quiet, calm side? If it meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. Kinuta Junko. My older sister. I guess she's married. Oh, there it is. Yeah, she's married. She's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know. And there's nothing she can't do. I can rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me. Ever since the day I was born. Until she left to get married. A normal traditional run, as is tradition in Japan, to run with the stick. Serious issues in Ibisugaoka. Oh, Ibisugaoka. There it is. April 21st, Showa 20, 1945 evening edition. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month in Iwashimizu. Iwashimizu Ibisugaoka of Yamabe District. Yamabe? Yeah. Yamabe District finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's water, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues that this might lead to. Yeah. You don't want arsenic in your groundwater. That's a bad thing. Because then you die. Did I accidentally go the correct way even though they pointed me a different way? No. Entry to the mountain is prohibited. So I can't go in here? Okay. But yeah, all of the marketing and everything has made this look like a Fatal Frame game. But I don't have the mechanics that I hate from Fatal Frame, so I'm happy about that. Local doctors note, there have been sightings of foxes coming into the town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try to chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies and tetanus. And, echinococcus, to name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. So is this taking place around 45? Is that why the geyser was important? Of course, it might just be a Silent Hill thing where they don't talk about what year it really is. And it's better that you do that. You place it somewhere in the 19 something, you know, it could be anywhere from the 50s to the 90s. When you start putting in like cell phones and stuff, that kind of ruins a lot of horror. And I like the old technology. The old technology makes it feel a little more timeless to me, if that makes sense. Do I have a map or anything? I do have a map. Look at that. So that's my house? Is that why my picture is there? Interesting. And then up is my journal. Down is equipment. I've seen a little tiny bit of this game because I literally ran into it on YouTube Shorts and didn't avoid it before I saw something. I saw an item that repairs things' durability, which is a horrible thing to have return. A woman is only complete when she's loved, featuring the latest fashion of young women so pure they even make flowers blush. Drinking at this time of day? fox gods enshrined over there? Oh, all over the place. Okay. Information. Inari-sama. Ibisugaoka is mostly composed of Inari-sama's believers. There are statues of Inari-sama all over town. My elderly neighbors treat them with great respect and worship them. Inari-sama, also referred to Oinari-sama, is a goddess that puts old, unusable tools to rest. They're known for their offering preference of a buraage tofu pierced through with an old needle. It seems like other towns don't have these customs, though. I'm guessing they might be something special only we do for Inari-sama here in Ibisugaoka. Japanese religion and folklore is incredibly interesting because it seems like things that would have ended up in a Grimm's fairy tale over in Europe ended up in more of like a Celtic sort of creatures that exist in the world, magical creatures and things. Let's go inside here. Oh. Kind of like, the fairies that are around, So you've got all these different types of fairies and stuff that are out in the bush, and if you mess with them, they mess with you, right? Or maybe sometimes they just mess with you because they're fuckheads and they like to be a shit sometimes, right? Especially with like brownies or pinkies or something like that. Pinkies. What am I thinking of? That's from Doom. What am I saying? Brownies or what's the one with the light that leads you into a bog? Hinky punk. That's what I'm thinking. Ibisugaoka. I live in the small rural town of Ibisugaoka. Before the war. Okay, so this is after World War II. The town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction going on in the northern mountains. After the dam construction finished, the coal mine closed down and just became a sad little town. You set a town up in Japan very much like Silent Hill. Okay, great, awesome. This is the Japanese Silent Hill. That's great. The Grand Iron Bridge that connects the town to the nearby city is the only reminder of this sorry town's former glory. Dude, okay, I'm down for this. But yeah, they have stuff that is incredibly interesting for their folklore, where usually it'll be like something that's abandoned gets animated with life and then becomes a monster. So it'll be like, or a monster will attack you for being neglectful or wasteful. So there are monsters that are literally like, you left your laundry out, so I shave your head while you're sleeping. Stuff like that. I made that up on the spot. I'm pulling that out of my ass, but there's stuff like that. Starting around May, Ibisugaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division, the PDPD, predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be an early warning sign of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. And they're like, what if we just put little girls in these boxes, and then we put the boxes in the temple, and then that'll please the goddess or something. Whatever that Fatal Frame game that I played with all the black boxes full of little girls was about. It's still incredibly confusing what that all is. I like the motif that was in the trailers, but we haven't seen anything with that since. So that's a little odd to me.
運転手さんいませんか?
But the original reveal trailer that had all like the blooms and mushrooms and stuff that were growing, and then the girl's face fell off. Ew, it's a dead bird. Gross. But where am I? Okay, there it is. There's a little tiny arrow. That's difficult to see.
この先に抜け道があったはず.
They're not gonna use us to spook. They're not gonna use this to spook us later.
私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。噂をすれば何とやらないよ。
The tight little town here is... I can definitely see this being very oppressive when creepy shit is happening. Because it feels like you're claustrophobic, and it's so small that it feels like you're... like the walls are kind of closing in, you know?
Sakuko, どこ行くの? こっち通るの珍しいね。車が道を塞いでてさ。千鶴や？今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
Why do you keep saying that? I didn't do anything. I'm just a little girl, okay? Sakuko. Igarashi Sakuko, one of my friends. She's always got her head up in the clouds, and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back the 500 yen I lent her that one time. Her father is the head priest of the Senensugi shrine in town. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year celebrations. Name: Suzutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance? It's not there. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go this way first because I'm assuming it's gonna dead end. Because we're on the other side of the truck.
どこ行ったんだろう。
He left because there was a dead bird, like you did. None of these doors are real, they're all painted on like Bloodborne. It's a whole big city, but you can't go in nowheres. Are they gonna give me the radio? Like, I want the radio monster stuff, and like, we need that stuff, dude. Dude, need that stuff. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Oh, there's a big hole in the ground. Still under construction. When are they gonna be finished? Well, see, in Silent Hill, the roads just break off and fall into the earth for no reason. You're Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been having playdates for as long as I can remember. When we played Make-Believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kind of stuck. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. She's just a tomboy, it's okay. She likes to play Space Wars.
Yo, Aibo.
Sure.
Don't make fun of his hair, okay? He'll beat the shit out of you. Like Josuke.
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュ
シュウ君、お待たせ。ひなこもいたんだ。
リンコ。
She called him
何の話し
Kun.
てたの？
That's intimate.
いや、
That probably means that's his girlfriend.
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。サクコだってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな。ねえひなこ、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。サクコ利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。証文あんなの出してみろ。
I never said that.
これからはサクコに貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせる。
Right?
そんな意地悪言わないでよ。
You gotta keep that bitch honest. She won't give back anything. Everybody knows that about Sakuko. Oh no, the fog.
ひなこ。
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
Why do you keep saying you traitor? What is that? Okay, that's definitely in this. She's growing the spores. Okay, what the fuck is this? Run away!